I was a tiny little girl too, and my mother would say that I had a fat ass. And so whenever my mother like created the narrative, she would create it in a way where the rest of the family would take it and make a joke of it. So, for example, most of the relatives in the family, with the exception of one aunt, would say I lived in an imaginary world and I imagined things and I told stories. Whereas my mother and that aunt, the one in particular, would say, I'm a liar, I'm the family liar. But my mother would set the fire, right? And then everybody else would turn it into a joke. My mother drops me out of a 2-story window and covers up the story, and it becomes the joke that I was trying to fly like Supergirl. And no, I never told anybody what had happened because I was obviously terrified, and I'm the family liar who makes up stories. I know I'm not going to be believed. I'm a tramp. That's what my mother used to call me starting around the age of 9. That became that Marnie's always been boy crazy. And so now let's get to the fat shaming. My mother saying I had a fat ass. Everybody else going, oh, look at that big bum. Like it just changed language. But here was an entire group of adults defining who I am and me becoming the person that I'm supposed to be to them. You know, like in my mind, I was a tiny little child and I still feel the need to show the picture that I wasn't fat. And then it occurs to me, and I did do it in a video before, and I look at it now and I'm like, even if I was, what a horrific thing to say to a little child. These people, this type of abuse, this emotional abuse, these are the reasons it is so hard to heal from it. Because we spend a lifetime unraveling all of this messaging that didn't just come from the originator. It came from the cult of that family, the culture of that family, that narcissistic family system.